sit in the thing a second. Can you see this off? Okay, we're gonna go, Scooter Green.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this thing. Do
All
we
right.
do we have we don't have the Wampler opening.
Oh, the
What
fireball didn't
what the
go.
fuck, man?
Well, I don't know what to say about that except that. Oops. Let's see here. Hold on. I got that stinger. All right, we want
Uh
fireball.
I am disappointed in us.
I am too. Boom.
Kaboom!
Kaboom.
Kaboom! More.
There we go. Now
That
it works.
that is the Jim
Look at
Wampler
us.
special.
And let's do this. Facebook comments. There we go. Fix line saying text not live. Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are. I can see us in the chat.
Hey, Jason. It's Rocky.
Ayo, Rocky.
We were just talking about you, but I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, if you're gonna be at GaryCon, Zach's got a thing for you to do.
It's actually not due. It has to be a part of. But anyway,
Yeah,
hello
whatever.
everybody. Welcome to 2019. It's well now you are. Yeah, we are live, Patrick. Welcome to 2019. It's me and Skeeter Green doing our Goddammit Zach show, and Goddammit,
Yeah.
because it's my show, we decided to make a couple small changes to it to be a little more relevant and a little more old school relevant at the same time. Skeeter Green, talk a little bit about what we talked about.
We are going to change our formatting ever so slightly to have only a single box set because Zach still does have a problem, and it's still regarding box sets,
And I
amongst
still have a
other
lot to go
things,
through.
like stabby people sneaking up behind him. That made you look
Yeah, you
because
did.
that's a thing that could happen.
It is. Yes, it is.
No, we're gonna change our format. Zach is still gonna pull a box set out of his multitude of box sets, and we're gonna talk about that. But then each one of us is going to talk about some other RPG product, accessory, or just something we think needs attention
Or we
because
just
this
plain
is
like.
our show.
Or we just plain like.
Yeah, because
Oh,
this is our show and we can do whatever we want.
it's starting. I see in the comments right now. Hi, Northwest Jen. Uh, yes,
Oh boy,
as you know, our most popular episode last year didn't have me on it, as a matter of fact, or
didn't have
really
me on it either.
Skeeter either. And so the two, they like to call themselves the geniuses. We're not sure if that's really true. However, since she's not in the room, I'm going to say it's not. No. What I'm going to say is they're going to have some input because, dang it, they're better looking than us, smarter than us, and goddamn it, we like them.
People like their show better than ours,
And so
so
we want to kind of hone in on their show.
whatever.
Anyway,
Oh, lots of hearts.
I bet.
So nice. We're losers, and we got a lot of hearts on that one.
And so
All right.
what we're also going to do for the year is we're going to keep it so it's only live on Facebook, and then we're going to go ahead and upload it. I'm going to make an effort to make sure it gets uploaded to Uncle Matt's channel the same night, and that way people can watch it after the fact. And but we're not making me do two things at once that will cause all kinds of bandwidth problems and etc. So, Skeeter Green, I think we're going to start with the box set, the one I pulled at random.
Let's start with the box set.
There's a theme here to this box set. I want you to know that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because there's a couple things involved with it. And the box set, unsurprisingly, ooh, there.
It's upside.
Not anymore.
All right.
Merp. I thought this podcast had food reviews.
Playing.
Jay Libby, I would do a food review podcast, but right now I'm so angry at Matt Finch I can't do it. That's all.
Oh, don't be mad about
He has
pie.
pie. It's not fair. I drove 30 miles today to get pie at the Sedona Sandwich and Pie Shop, and they had no pie. I'm really pissed about it. Sorry.
No, nobody gives a shit about you.
All right, fine. Do they care about Middle-earth role-playing in Tolkien's world?
Probably not, but since it's a trope, we'll go with it.
I'm going to say a little bit about Middle-earth role-playing. Middle-earth role-playing is a great setting in the worst system for it ever. I loved it. I had a great time. Look out. Oh, that's your printer. Ha! That's your wife.
No, it's my 3D printer trying again since it decided to shit the bed after working all day.
Well, that's what it does. See, look, Pi's become popular in chat. No, Middle-earth role-playing was based on the Rollmaster system, which we covered before. Skeeter liked it
Yes.
because they had tables of tables, and he wound up actually hitting someone in the groin on the table.
So many tables.
So many tables. Middle-earth role-playing has similar numbers of tables, but they are a little less nasty. So it has the same system.
I'm going to add a new segment in the middle of this segment.
Yes.
That is the unpopular true opinion. I honestly, half the time, don't give a shit about Middle-earth.
Yeah, well, okay.
I really don't.
Really?
Yep.
But, man, that's just
fucking hobbits. No.
Okay.
Dude, that would be what you eat on Thanksgiving.
Well,
if I was in that world.
Okay. So I took your face off there because I just can't stand it anymore. I can't look at it. Oh no.
Yep.
There's trouble. She's not on there yet. Hold on.
Yeah.
There's
a genius.
There's a genius right there. Oh no. There's the other one. Okay, so they're interrupting this fine game.
Oh boy. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Any comments?
I have any comments?
She's chewing in my ear.
No, don't.
What?
Anyway, I'm afraid. Help me, please.
No, I got one right behind me.
They're going to be in the chat though. So they're going to be in the chat, and they will alert us to anything that it possibly could be important. But we're going to make them have their own show. But they're the better half of both of us. So say hi to the gens.
Why aren't you in the? Now you're not securing the chat.
Yeah, go secure the chat.
People like Tom Tullis.
Yeah. What if Tom Tullis is in the chat?
No, it's not. It's not all.
You're gonna have pie? Oh, great. All right.
All right.
All right. So
get out of here, dog. There's even a fucking dog in here.
I'm gonna have an unpopular opinion with you, Skeeter Green.
He's got a little pirate vest that he wears.
That's nice.
Oh Jesus.
You know how tough you don't look right now? Oh. Anyway,
fucking dog.
I'm gonna go with the unpopular opinion that you went with. I'm gonna roll with it. Okay.
Okay.
I love Middle-earth. I love the books and I love the game. I only love the game because it has setting information from the books. At the time I thought it was canon stuff. It wasn't. The game Middle-earth is the crappiest world to play a game in unless you have a really, really engaged party. And even then, on the new system, it's a hiking simulator. It is, how do I get from A to B, and I got hit by lightning, what happened to me, kind of stuff. But
I think I would like Middle-earth better if I had a couple of submachine guns.
You might. But to talk about Middle-earth a bit, it was based on the Rollmaster system. It has all the kill point tables in the bottom. See if I can get this in the... There we go. Spell points, which was actually different to me. That was the first time I used a spell point game. And it had really great cartography. And the guy, Peter Finland, I think is his name, from Iron Crown, it actually has something huge he does now. He does Catan, Settlers of Catan. So he's done well for himself. I don't expect many more Iron Crown releases.
No, probably not.
So anyway, it's skill-based. If you see the character sheet in here, it gives you an idea. But they have there's your spell tables. You have bolt spell attacks, regular spell attacks. You have all your critical hit tables. And for instance, Skeeter, why not?
Yes.
Why don't you go? Okay, this is impact critical. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a D100, man?
A D100. All right. That would be...
And I'll be looking at the book.
That would be an 88.
An 88? Oh, Lord. That would make you a blast to the collar area. Plus 12 hit points. Stunned 5 rounds. Cannot speak for 1 week. Don't you wish you had that power? Oh, my God.
So I have to go back to work tomorrow. And I so wish I had that power.
Dude, you can not speak for 1 week, dude. I'd actually kind of sell my soul for a power that useful. Not for the gens, though.
I saw an interesting meme on Facebook, and it's the whole Darth Vader joking the guy out when he finds this lack of faith disturbing. But the subtext in that was How cool is it that Vader loses his shit in a meeting and starts choking somebody?
You know,
I mean,
I used to work in
that's
government.
great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, anyway, critically hit base, which is actually not very Murphy or Middle-earthy. They had some of the art was, typical, not bad, not exciting, but oh, the maps were beautiful. So here's more.
I have been publicly disowned by Tom Tullis. He will no longer give me any 3D printer help because he cannot accept the fact that I do not like Middle Earth.
Well, a lot of us can't accept that. We're
Tom
just trying
could
to get
be a
past it.
fucking Middle Earth character for all I know.
Well, he's
He
got the
could be
kind
a
of look.
giant hobbit or something.
Why don't he be giant?
Do they have baldlings? I don't
What,
give a
what's
shit.
it in Sword Coast? It's like the hell-tongued halfling. That could be him. Anyway, so just there's more of that. There's a character sheet I was telling you about. Look at all the little check boxes. I thought this was awesome when I was young because I've never seen anything but D&D. I thought this is great until you actually have to play and you realize when you need some of those
There were
skills.
character sheets with those ammunition checkoffs.
Oh yeah, for ammunition, but there wasn't ones with skills. But what I didn't realize with downside of skills is when you don't have that skill, the GM doesn't assume it. You have to automatically, I'm going to swim the river. I'm like, okay, what's your swim rating? I'm like, oh,
Oh no,
oh,
I
it's,
don't have
oh,
any.
I just drowned. Like, at least Isildur had the excuse he got shot with an arrow. I died in the Anduin because I hopped in it.
Yeah, yeah. The water itself killed me.
That's exactly right. Oh, we have some. Looks like it's some end of
Hexes.
the book hexes, but you can't really see it there very well. But the maps were incredible. The maps were just incredible, and that's actually the owner did that of the Iron Crown. One of the owners, that Pete Finlay.
Nice.
Also
nice.
in this fine box, we have counters. So you get spell effects. You got spell effects. You got some goblin weapons. You got some. Looks like these are actually. These take the place of the character cards in the original. That stinks. They were cheap.
Hey,
Yeah.
what
Anyway.
can you do?
Counter and display guidelines. I don't think this is actually this box is actually complete, but so there's the maps. So there's your player maps. That's actually kind of cool.
Oh,
That's useful.
okay. That looks
Nice.
like a little tavern area
Yeah.
or something.
This is actually kind of nice. This is handy.
Yeah.
I actually
Stables and inn.
I actually think this is the kind of thing that I wish we did at Frog God. Neat. So, all right, cool. That's that. But related to that, as part of this segment, I have this. Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa.
look at that.
That would be the second print box. And the reason I brought that
Whoa.
out was because it had the counters I was talking about. See,
Well, that's
this
cool.
one had actual little standees. I can show you on the screen. Oh, you can't see because of the light. Over here. Little standees.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's take a couple of them out here. We got these standee. This looks like a... Ooh, it looks like a troll. Anyway, so we got the standees. And it had a map. A great big...
That looks like a very large map.
It is a very large map.
Not large enough that they had to
This
print it
isn't-
on a shower curtain.
Not yet. But this is actually not the map that came with it. This is one of the maps from the adventure sets. I must have got an extra one and stuck it in here. But let me hold it so you can see on it. Compared to me,
Holy shit balls.
yeah, that's the continent of Middle Earth. And I thought that, and the only Middle Earth we all know is up here. But it has all the other parts of Middle Earth. And I was all mad at the time, and I'm still a little bit pissed because I can't find the inland sea where the elves were born, and I can't find all the places they mentioned. But I can find these places I never heard of. And so,
You know what's hilarious?
Mm.
As soon as you unfolded that map, Alyssa showed up. It's
Oh,
like you
hello,
summoned her
Alyssa.
with a map.
you know, that's the only way to summon her. I think or that you say her name 3 times with the Gladius.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, of course.
You talk shit about the Romans and then
Yeah,
Here's
we're not going to do that now, are we?
no.
Okay, that's what I
Of course
thought.
not.
Yeah, okay. You know, do you ever actually join the video to watch, or just to make fun of them? Yeah, you make fun of
No,
us.
you're here to make fun of us. It's just like real life, only it's in a video.
And so the rest of it just has the same little booklet. And awesome, I'm going to pull that out. catalog.
We're not imparting any information, so why would you tune in to learn anything?
Yeah, really.
We're fucking making you dumber the longer you stay tuned in.
Shh. It's like Halloween 3, but in reverse. So here's
That's great.
the handy catalog. I love catalogs. Oh boy, look at that. All that stuff.
That's because you're a consumer.
And a producer. So there you go.
Well.
Hey, what's this? Hey, Champions. I didn't know they made Champions. What do you know? Anyway, there's the order form.
I'm gonna hold out for Mega Heroes.
All right, so there's the order form. These are the sheets. I liked. Oh, that's the one I was looking for. These are the maps I was talking about that come with in Middle Earth maps. Each of the adventures came like that. So that's the one that's kind of near Bree. It's awesome. Love that stuff. All their maps were that good. I think actually when I first met Alyssa, oh hey Heath, you wore your Goddammit Zach shirt today. That's awesome. No, when I first met Alyssa, I think I sent her one of these type maps as a recommendation of the kind of style I liked, and I was embarrassed to ask for it that way, but I did. I buy whole games just for the adverts. Jay Libby, you're a hero. Aren't you watching Doctor Who?
Oh shit, I forgot that was on.
Yep. Well, I didn't tell you. So
that's all right.
Anyway, Skeeter Green, it is now your turn to discuss what it is you would have brought. What are you bringing to the table? What new thing has you interested you this week that you may have received or noticed that you'd like to talk about that's role-playing adjacent?
Well, since we just got through the Christmas holiday season, several gamers were blessed on about Christmas Eve with these here. Whoa, that got really big.
Yep.
Gary Con dice sets. So I wanted to show them off. Here's the 20-sided dice that is double tens.
That's awesome. I remember those days.
The original Dice Gods intended.
I got Game Science dice like that when I first the second set of dice I got, the first set outside of a box, it was this Game Science dice, and I was pissed off and confused.
Yeah. So here's the 12, giant blue 12, and they all have the Gary Con symbol on there, which is cool.
Which is much like the early Gygax and K one.
We got a green 8. We got an unusually large 6. That
is actually some big letters.
And we have Mount 4-sided.
Oh boy, that's the one.
If you step on that will go through the top
I was going to say,
foot skin.
If anybody here doesn't know what it's like to step on those, you're in the wrong show.
Yeah, that is insane. So last year at GaryCon, there was a bit of a fiasco regarding some dice.
I wish I'd known you did that because I have those dice.
I've got them right there.
Okay.
But I do not have a complete set of those dice because what happened was they were selling the dice for, I don't know, like $10 a set or something. Well, what they screwed up in was that there was 5 dice in a box. And
no, they're selling for $8 a dice, and they wound up being they were selling boxes for $8, and people who got there early, I won't name names, me, bought 5. I'm like, this is a great deal. I'm going to get all 5. I'm going to get 5 of these.
I bought 2.
Yeah.
So we're sitting around having a discussion
at lunch, right?
At lunch.
Yeah, with Luke.
With Luke and Turbo, and we're
Bill
talking
and Matt.
About these. Yeah, Bill and Matt and Zach and me, and Luke didn't even get any.
Yeah,
because they had sold out.
I lied to him and said he could have some of mine.
So I gave him some of mine. And
they were expensive dice, Alyssa. They wasn't like they were dice that were cheap. They were real expensive ones to manufacture. 8 was not not a bad point. And at selling 5 for 8, he was paying me to take his dice.
Yes, he paid us to take those dice off his hands.
Yeah.
And then so there's 5
and Rocky apparently
in
too.
Each one of the sets. So I said, here, just take a couple of them, since, I mean, it is your convention and everything. And he took one of the corner ones instead of taking it out the middle. so I had to yell at him and say, take the one out of the middle, like any OCD person normally would.
You guys are insane.
Which garnered me the Luke Gygax double bird salute from
Oh,
then on. Every time I saw him.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yes.
no, that would be the Luke Gygax salute that I'm familiar with.
If 10-year-old me would know that almost 50-year-old me is getting the double bird from Luke Gygax, I would think that I have done something correct in my
Skeeter,
life.
yours is a life well lived, and should, God forbid, you leave this mortal coil, you have achieved all life has to achieve. So, anyway, the dice are awesome. I didn't actually get these dice. I know they're going to ordering 2,000 more sets, so I'm happy to get some when they come out. They are the same colors, though, as the Holmes dice, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are, so, another interesting segue. Some guy named, I think it's Joe. I don't know. But some Johnny come lately. He got the actual Gygax set of dice.
Oh, I know what Joe you mean.
For his birthday.
Yeah, I know what Joe you mean. Yeah, his life sucks too.
And people said, "Oh, those dice look great. Is that the new set?" And it's like, no.
Yeah, don't touch.
That's Dad's dice.
Yeah.
So that was a very cool thing that Luke did, and just so nobody is actually taking it seriously, that's Joe Manganiello, who has done a ton for D&D over the last year, 2 years.
Yes. He is
mostly, but he has been a lifelong gamer, and if you want to hear a really cool story and you have the Art and Arcana book, read Joe's story about when he was a kid growing up playing D&D. He's a gamer. He's not just somebody getting in on the cool part of it.
He's hardcore, and I'd like to meet him. Unfortunately, when he's around, he's swamped with very many fans, and I am not the one he wants to talk to, I assure you.
Yeah, last Gary Con, when I was there, he was supposed to be in my game, but he ditched because he feared the awesome DM that I am.
Oh, he's supposed to be your game?
Yeah, he was signed up for my game on Sunday.
Well,
he had the flu.
Oh, sure, the flu.
He
the Bill Webb flu. I know what flu that is.
Yeah, no. He actually left the convention early. He was in like the first day he played in a game with Luke or something like that, and then had to bail on the rest of it.
Right on.
Or yeah, he was just afraid of my awesomeness.
I think I'm gonna go with that one too. I think you're right. That's all. All right. So one of the other problems that I have, besides box sets, happens to be that I am a collector of eclectic foreign language versions, and I thought since we're changing it up a little bit, I might show a foreign language version of something that I had purchased not long ago, and this one kind of follows the theme.
No. Great. A game I don't give a shit about in a language I can't understand.
Exactly. See, with a Z. Like, exactly.
That's almost 5th edition. No, I get it. I'm actually writing some stuff for it right now.
Anyway, I'm not going to take forever on this because although it is different, I would talk a little bit about why I like the foreign ones in a second. But first of all, it's printed very nice. But it's basically the same book with all the French. So, for instance, allow me to quote.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, il faut maintenant aperçu les points de historiques. Yeah, no, whatever. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the people who actually speak French are having
that's
a revolution right now, but it won't make any difference.
No, that's cool. French. The art has some French in it. Attention, trolls.
Ooh.
Anyway, but I love the fact that you can find the French names of the monsters. But this is the stuff I like about foreign editions. Is you see the names of the monsters, you see the kind of little differences they make for their markets that actually turn out to be pretty cool. And I find the Japanese ones are the best because I use my phone and use the Google Translate.
Yeah.
Is that French ElfQuest? Ruben Pop, you're fired out of this chat. Jennifer's, get him. Not ElfQuest.
Oh, boy.
Woo. Sorry. I'm sorry. I had a moment. I'll take it back. He's fine. He can stay.
Technically, it is elves with a West.
Okay, now you're fired.
So he's onto something.
Ah. Anyway, like I said, they usually let the art, but reading through like the Japanese versions of them, they have like comic book intros that are done in the like Japanese manga anime style, explaining what a role playing game is. You take a picture of that in your Google phone and you have it translated, and it is about the most awesome thing you've ever read. Yeah, it's like really really weird, but I find that all the auditions though I have of foreign language stuff to be really satisfying to own because I like the fact that a hobby that was made in a basement in Lake Geneva wound its way all the way to Japan to become, if not a phenomenon, at least a viable product for many years that took...
Everywhere.
Yeah. No, I saw that Gabe Meister, who I like and also don't like, he takes my money, he had pictures of him in Japan just now with the 5th edition books. And they had the Gale Force 9 cards and all this stuff. And it's like, I like seeing something that I cared about so deeply, and especially at work in an industry for it, see how much it's beloved around the world. Like the fact that, for instance, Mexico has tacos and everybody loves tacos, right? Lake Geneva had this, and I love seeing it. I love seeing people who have it, and I love seeing the ones I get that are used. And you see, like I have a Hebrew one, and you see the Hebrew writing in it, and you can tell the kid loved it as much as I loved my player's handbook when I got mine. And that kind of stuff I just find fascinating. I love owning it. I feel great about owning it. It's like when I get a book for like a 1st edition book and it's been colored in. That is never a turn down for me. It's always like, this is awesome because it reminds me of how much someone actually loved the book.
Well, yeah. I mean, I have 3 or 4 of the 1st edition DMGs, and they're all in kind of shitty shape. But that means, and some of them have all the artifacts where they actually wrote in the powers.
That's right.
For the artifacts.
I thought about that too. I never
like,
did that, but I thought about it. But yeah, I know.
Okay, awesome. I'm totally going to buy this. I
or
don't
like,
care.
The best is buying an old box set and finding someone's character sheet. Or character sheets. And then you look at them, you're like, oh, someone took some time on this. And because I remember as a kid, I make characters now, and I care and I try real hard to make them, especially when I'm playing a VTT campaign. But like, it isn't the same. As a kid, I would think about it like for hours, in class, of course. And I would think about, I'm going to make a half-elf, and he's going to have one of those hand crossbows from Art of Arcana that they use in the Vault of the Drow, and he'll also be able to thief acrobat, whatever. You'd go on and on and on.
Right.
And you sit there and think, and it was like every sheet you made had love in it, right? And I could just tell, and that's why I like all those kinds of things.
Well, every time I used to go to a family gathering, I would take my Holmes Blue Book, and I would have a couple of sheets of paper, and I would just make equipment lists so I could figure out how many different ways you could spend 60 gold pieces properly.
I retyped the entire AD&D equipment list into a program on an Apple IIc.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so there you go. It's interesting that, who just said, Ruben Pop said he was wondering how well the Palladium Robotech sells in Japan. I don't know, probably as well as American Sushi does there. I don't have any idea. I know Robotech was popular, but I don't know if they sold a Japanese version. Palladium, I don't know much about.
I don't know.
You have any theories, Skeeter?
I would imagine Robotech is probably doing pretty good just because all the manga stuff, it would be more of a cultural, I mean, it sounds weird, but it would be a cultural game because of their robots. They have tons of robots for everything. So I would hope it's more popular than it is here.
He just typed LOL in big letters. I'm wondering, Palladium writes games now, you all know. So do I. No, I'm just kidding, I don't. Oh, no. I actually have some Palladium stuff, 1st and 2nd edition stuff. I thought their fantasy role-playing game was really cool, but I never played it. I loved their arms books. You could buy the castle book that have all kinds of castles and books about weapons. Those were cool. So, anyway.
Yeah, the castle law and arms law and stuff like that. That was really good. I liked the illustrations because I could never figure out what any of the weapons were in the 1st edition Player's Handbook. I was like, what the hell is this goose vulge?
Yep.
What the hell is that?
That's where the
the
Dragon magazine.
Not how you pronounce it at all.
Best of Dragon 2 or 3 had the for the first time I saw the was it the pole arms, the nomenclature of pole arms.
Yep, it was great.
Yep, it was great. And the thing is I remember looking at those going, well, what's the difference? And then I think my friend, who's an attorney now, said, well, that one kills you more in the stomach, and that one kills you more in the heart. I'm like,
Yeah.
huh, that sounds like an attorney thing to say. Wow.
Yeah. It's like you're gonna die. It's just where.
Now, somebody said, that's a good question, Darren Moore Smith. Where are the foreign language RPGs translated to English? I've got one. There's the Spanish one. There's a couple more coming out. And I think that the more of those that come across, the happier I'll be. I think it'd be awesome to have like Italian ones that never made it over here, or ones that were made like in Finnish that I know exist, never made it here. I'd totally buy them. Do you know of any?
I actually did a. It wasn't a Kickstarter. It was a offshoot for a series of Call of Cthulhu Choose Your Own Adventure books that was done in Spanish, and they translated them to English. The Spanish was the native tongue that it was written in, and I haven't looked at it, but it was a freaking disaster.
Oh. Well, that's a sale point. Please don't name who they are.
Well, I mean the company handled it great. What happened was in the translation, the pages got messed up.
Oh.
So once you
Ooh.
followed a path, it went to the wrong place. And to their credit, they would not ship the books until they were 100% certain that they had fixed the problem. So I give the company mad respect for doing that. You can put out something on time, or you can put out something that will stand the test of time. So that's what you get. If they're late, you'll get over it. If it's terrible, you'll never get over it.
I'm hoping let's look for a catalog in here. Maybe they had more French language stuff, but I don't see one. Yeah. Anyway, so that's actually, it kind of sucks about the Choose Your Own Adventure. That really does make them. That must have been.
No, they're good now.
No. Good.
I mean, people who have read through them think they're fantastic. And on the subject of Choose Your Own Adventure, Netflix, Black Mirror, Bandersnatch.
Heard. Yeah, you guys pushed us to it.
It was cool.
All right, well, I think that I'd like to see that a lot of stuff done that way. I'd love to see the first edition Choose Your Own Adventures done that way. I love Mountain of Mirrors. I was just rereading it the other day.
Yeah. Yeah. And movie Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. If Sony Pictures is smart, they will release all of their Spider-Man movies as animated films. There's so much more you could do with that, and it is different enough from the Marvel Cinematic Universe that they could separate it properly. Sony, if you're listening, which is impossible since there's only 12 people watching us, do that.
Yeah, talk to your contacts with Sony. I have to interrupt real quick because Jen, my Jen, said that it might be a good idea to have a swap a box book. You could send us an RPG, we'd send one back. No.
I think that's a great idea.
I had to do it again.
Oh, boy.
Oh, see, told you.
Ruben, no. That was a different company. It was the French one that got screwed up for whatever reason that they still won't really
Bye, Heath.
Clarify.
By the way, bye, Heath.
Heath.
Have a good Australian day, eh? Or
Yeah.
that's Canadian. Damn, I got my other Anglosphere countries messed up.
What?
I said A, and he's Australian,
Oh.
not Canadian.
What? What did you tell me, Rocky? Which part about the Spider-Man? Yeah.
Anyway, so now we have Rocky and Jen both saying yes in the chat. I think that means yes, they should shut down. What do you think, Skeeter Green?
I think we've done everything we can do. Holy shit! It's raining something. It's raining
Men?
joy.
Oh.
Could be.
Could be true.
Oh, I think that's Alyssa laughing and just doing every emoji.
Is there a kill me emoji or kill you maybe?
Why me? I think that's a you.
That could be me. Oh man, Mint Dragon Mountain signed by Janelle for an ASH. You'll trade that, will you? No. I have a Dragon Mountain signed by her. All right, everybody.
Yeah, Spider-Verse. Okay.
All right. I'll talk to you guys. Well, hopefully, I think next week sounds pretty good. But otherwise,
Yeah.
soon.